Good evening and welcome, my fiery friends, to another fiery fun stream. I am your host, the Infernoman, and I hope you're having a wonderful evening wherever you are at. So, we usually, again, don't stream too much on the evening side, especially not on a Sunday night, because I'm actually at work at this time. But we managed to squeeze in a little bit of time before I actually go on vacation as of tomorrow. So, while that I have a little free time here, I figured let's jump onto a stream and let's have some fun with a little bit of magic. So, what exactly are we going to be playing today? Well, I'm glad you asked. So without further ado, let's show you exactly what we're working with today. Where am I at here? Oh, there I am. Awesome. All right, so what exactly again were we building? So we have a deck that is set for you today that's going to be called Selesnya Bare Necessities. Realistically, no. Actually, we do need something that is Wait, what's the word here? Necessitation? No, necessity? Well, anyway, the point I'm trying to make, though, is our bear commander is absolutely necessary to our whole game plan. But what commander are we working with today? Well, let's go ahead and let's show you. But again, before we continue on, as always, if you're interested in seeing what we do here, mostly how this is going to be broken down. So as always, we're going to be rocking, of course, with our main commander here. We're going to go over the entire deck tech real quick for you, all the stats and all that stuff, explain to you the strategy of the deck. Once we're done with that, we'll just squeeze in as many games as we can over the next couple hours. And then once we're done with that, we'll then talk about, again, how the deck turned out, whether it's good, whether it's bad. Either way, we'll just kind of explain to you what I would feel after playing this deck. So without further ado, let's go ahead, let's begin at the start, of course. Any case, so starting with the stats of the deck. So Bare Necessities is a Selesnya deck. It's going to be in the Brawl format, and we're going to be playing on an average mana curve about 2.9. Selesnya colors do mean that it's going to be white and green. So in terms of the stats of the deck, we're going to be rocking 30 creatures in the deck. We have 9 instants, 10 sorceries, 9 artifacts, 12 enchantments, 1 planeswalker, and 32 lands. But again, that is deceiving because we do have a lot of modal lands. So what exactly are we rocking with again? As I mentioned earlier, we're going to be playing with the one and only Kudo, King among Bears. I actually have been wanting to play this guy for a long time now because he's such a sweet and awesome commander. He's also very unique and distinct among most of the other ones, and you'll see why as I talk about him. So, to begin, Kudo, King among Bears is a Selesnya green and white legendary bear card. It's going to be a 2/2, and it has other creatures have base power and toughness of 2/2 and are bears in addition to their other types. So, fun little thing I want to actually mention before we actually talk about the deck. When I was building this, I actually kind of went about it the wrong way. What I mean by that is, we originally started building the deck with literally just actual bear creatures, but that's not actually how you want to build Kudo. Kudo wants to turn your creatures into bears. So we want to try to basically play as many good, honest creatures we can that can be converted into bears, and then we'll just take advantage of their abilities while also, again, trying to take advantage of the fact that they'll be bears when we need them to be. So we, of course, are going to have some small bear synergies, but realistically, we want to have everything converted to 2/2s, so this way we can kind of have an even footing with our opponent. Granted, that does mean that some of their creatures that are 1/1s or maybe even 0/1s will also kind of awkwardly also become 2/2s, so they'll be evened up with us. So we need to break that symmetry in some way, shape, or form. Thankfully, of course, our deck is going to be designed to take advantage of not only being 2/2s, but also if we can pump ourselves up to overwhelm our opponent once Kudo is on the field. So let's go ahead, let's begin with the 1-drops in the deck. So starting with it, we're going to have Esper Sentinel here, a human soldier here. You've seen this card many times before. If our opponent plays some non-creature spells, at least for the first one each turn, we can have ourselves draw a card unless they want to pay the X. So a nice little annoying creature to eventually just hopefully get us a couple extra cards once it's out on the battlefield. We have Requisition right here. It's going to be an awesome artifact or enchantment hate card, but also if we pay the spree mechanic, we can also put +1/+1 counters on each creature we control. Having said that, you're kind of now going to start figuring out how we break the symmetry of our deck versus our opponent. We're going to start putting a bunch of counters on all of our creatures to hopefully pump them up and overwhelm our opponent before they have an answer to our game plan. We are going to need some spot removal, so we'll have Source of Plowshare. So we can exile a creature. Our opponent will gain a little bit of life, but that's a small price to pay to just get something permanently off the field. Absence Pilgrim is actually one of our small mana dorks here. We have Birds of Paradise as another mana dork. We have Bushwhack here to help us dig out a land, but also we can use it as a fight mechanic if we need to in a pinch. Elvish Mystic and Land of War Elves are also additional mana dorks for the deck, so we have plenty of ways of just ramping out everything. Of course, we need to throw in Hardened Scales because we are going to be using a lot of +1/+1 counters, so we definitely want to take advantage of that ability. We also have Thirsting Roots here, so again, we can either dig out a land or we can proliferate to start giving ourselves even more counters as the game progresses. Vastwood Fortification here, same thing, puts another counter on stuff, but it can also be a tap land in a pinch. In case of our creatures do get blown up that have counters on them, we're going to have the Ozolith as well, so we can kind of, I guess you could say, bank what we have and dump it onto another creature later on in the game. Goldvein Hydra here is technically an X and 1, but technically with Kudo out, it'll come in with a base power of 2, so we actually don't have to cast it for additional cost past the X, but if you want to, it will be helpful eventually once it starts powering up, and if it dies, we can get a bunch of treasure tokens to help us kind of balance ourselves out with some ramp. So speaking of additional cards here, we have some protection here with Kabira's Takedown here. It can also be a tap land and a pinch. Ossification for more spot removal against planeswalkers and creatures. Razor Grass Ambush can also be spot removal if we're having a deal with an attacker. Also, we can make it a land. Reluctant Role Model here is a human survivor, but with the survival mechanic, that means if it is tapped by our second main phase, we get to put a flying, lifelink, or +1/+1 counter on it, and then if it does have, whenever another role model or the creature we control dies, we can move those counters to something else. So it helps us kind of move around counters if we need to, just to make sure we can get something else going. Reprieve here is going to be mostly a tempo play here, just to help us bounce something back that we just don't want to deal with, and allowing us to draw a card to keep us in the game. Sentry Shelter can give one of our creatures protection from a color of our choice, or it can also be a tap land. Flowering of the Right Tree here just helps us, again, give us a little extra pump if we need to. So in case we would need to break the symmetry, we can do that. Also, it can give Kudo a little bit of extra protection by giving it Ward 1. Not too often that happens, but it is kind of nice to kind of throw off our opponent. But of course, we have to have his counterpart here. So instead of not just Kudo, we have to have a Eula, Queen Among Bears. So having this powerhouse couple is actually pretty awesome on the battlefield, because once we have Kudo convert everything to bears, if a Eula comes out, we can start pumping up our whole team with a bunch of +1/+1 counters, and then they can all start fighting it out amongst our opponent's creatures, and hopefully we can just keep taking out everything they have. Amazing if we can get both cards out. Also, we have for extra support in the 2-drop slot, Basking Broodscale here, Eldrazi Lizard, but also will become, of course, a bear. With the Devoid ability, we can get some +1/+1 counters, make our Eldrazi spawns actually become 2/2s is actually pretty hilarious for us, because that means we get a lot more chump blocking if we need to, or we can sacrifice them for ramp. Bristly Bill, because we are a +1/+1 counter deck, so the landfall ability does trigger off quite a bit here, and we definitely want to take advantage of the fact that Bristly Bill will start pumping up our team. Explore for additional ramp and also card draw. Heroic Intervention to protect our whole game plan, give our everything hexproof and indestructible until end of turn. We'll have, of course, Ozolith, the Shattered Spire here. Same thing, we want to put +1/+1 counters on as many creatures as we can. We can cycle it away if we need to in a pinch, but also we can put some +1/+1 counters on an artifact or a creature we control. Rampant Growth for, again, more ramp. Same with Sylvan Scrying, more ramp. Botanical Brawler here, Elemental Warrior, but it has Trample, and as we keep getting more +1/+1 counters, and with Kudo's Pump, this thing will, again, very hard for our opponent to deal with as it keeps getting bigger and bigger. Metallic Mimic, this is one of our key cards that technically is kind of be an honorary bear, so we can just name bears, and then just put +1/+1 counters on every creature as they enter, once we, of course, have Kudo out. Swiftfoot Boots is mostly here for protection to give Kudo to make sure he can avoid any spot removal for the time being. Abzan Falker is also secretly awesome in our deck because, again, same thing, once we start putting +1/+1 counters, every creature we control will be a flying bear. So that's insanely awesome just to kind of mess with our opponent here and have an evasive option against them. Teferi's Protection because, again, we are non-budget if you haven't already noticed. So, again, we're just going to go all out with our deck. We want as much protection as possible for our whole game plan. Enduring Innocence here. In the early part of the game, while we're still trying to build up our creatures, since everything is technically a 2/2, this will help us draw some cards, at least for the early part. However, once we start pumping up our creatures with +1/+1 counters, it does get a little less impressive, so we're hopefully going to try to get this out in the early part of the game. Even if our whole board gets blown up, remember that, again, as a Sheep Glimmer, it'll still bounce back as an enchantment, so we can still get some utility out of it, no matter where we are. Ball Again Recovery to bring something back from the graveyard, and also it's going to be a tap land. Branching Evolution, same thing, more +1/+1 counters on stuff. Bridgewook Battle can give us a pump, and also we can then fight something, or we can make it a land. Cultivate here for, again, ramp. Kami of the Whispered Hope, same thing, more +1/+1 shenanigans, that's why we have it here. Kodama of the West Tree will take advantage of the fact that once we have our creatures modified with +1/+1 counters, as we keep swinging, we can put some more basic lands onto the battlefield as we keep digging them out. And you'll notice why we have a lot of basics to work with here. We have Mossborn Hydra here. You'll notice that, again, a lot of the Hydras do work with +1/+1 counters, so that's why we have a handful in here. And also with the landfall ability, it'll just keep getting bigger and bigger as, I guess, a Hydra bear, at least once Kudo comes out. Rishkar Payum Renegade here, also going to help us with +1/+1 counters. It'll come in with those, but also we can make all of our creatures into mana dorks, so then just keep ramping for days. Enduring Vitality, same thing, it's also going to make all of our creatures mana dorks, which is great for us. Archdruid's Charm, it can be very, very flexible, so either it's ramp, can be digging out a creature, put +1/+1 counters on stuff, or artifact or enchantment hate. Tribute to the World Tree here can also turn all of our 2/2 bears again into bigger and bigger creatures and also help us draw some cards. Strength of the Harvest here just to help us with enchanting creature, giving it +1/+1 for each creature and our enchantment we control, or it could be a tap land. Good Fortune Unicorn, same thing, more +1/+1 counters. You kind of already see where we're going with this. Kudo Malamet Exemplar here, 3 mana, 3/3 Cat Warrior here. Mostly just locks out our opponent from casting spells during our turn, so at least we can do our thing. We have Patchwork Banner here as one of our mana rocks here, and also we will be naming bears, so once the Kudo comes out, we'll have a lot of bears to work with. Rona's Monument here only will help us out with green creature spells to cast for cheaper. However, we do have a lot of them, and then once we start casting some of those creatures, they'll also allow us to pump up some of our creatures to +2/+2 and gain trample until end of turn, so that's great. Felidar Retreat is going to be awesome here because we'll make some Cat Beasts, which will technically be Cat Beast Bears, and also with the landfall ability, we'll just keep getting more and more tokens out, and also we can start putting +1/+1 counters on everything we have. Shalai Voice of Plenty here gives our whole team protection by giving it all of them hexproof, and also with 6 mana out, we can put +1/+1 counters on everything. We have Smothering Tithe here. I know some of you absolutely hate this card, but for our deck today, we're going to take advantage of this. We are going to keep forcing our opponent to kind of awkwardly pay the 2, if you will. Otherwise, we'll just get some treasures. So it's going to be great ramp for us. Witch's Enchanter is going to be here for more artifact enchantment hate, and also it's a land, so it's a free roll. Guardian Project, also it's basically a free roll for our deck because once it's out, we can just keep digging through our deck to then get more and more creatures by drawing cards. Toski Bear of Secrets here is going to be a Squirrel Bear, if you will. Can't be countered, has Indestructible, and as it keeps attacking, or if we have a bunch of creatures that attack, we can keep drawing cards. Same with Beast Whisperer, another one of our card draw engines. As we keep casting creature spells, keep drawing cards. Our only Planeswalker in the deck is going to be a Johnny the Great-Hearted here. Gives all of our creatures Vigilance, which is great, so we can keep swinging without having to worry about anything on the backswing. We can help us stabilize with life gain, and also put +1/+1 counters on each creature we control, so which is going to be awesome for our whole game plan here. But one of the also best ways we can also get taking more advantage of stuff here is Elesh Norn, locking out our opponent, of course, out of their ETB triggers, but also giving us more bonus ETB triggers if we need to. We have Maha Bredeguard Protector here. Since we do have a bit of a landfall ability here, this will be great for us to keep pumping up all of our creatures, and also it'll make Human Warriors, which technically again will be bears, also gets the +1, so technically they're also +2/+2. I'm trying to figure out the math right now. But on top of that, with also Kudo, that means they'll even be 3/3s, I suppose, so that's actually really, really sweet for our deck. Banner of Kinship here is going to be another awesome artifact for us. We name bears, and then creatures of the chosen type will get a +1/+1 for each fellowship counter on it, so that means all of our creatures can be insanely big if our opponent is not paying attention to this card. We, of course, need to throw in the one and only Farewell. I know some of you may not hate or like this card, but again, it is essential for the deck. We're going to be all out with our deck, so we have to throw it in there, kind of like as our emergency panic button. Surak and Goreclaw here is actually a human bear, so it has trample, and it gives all of our other creatures we control trample, and then whenever a non-token creature we control enters, get a +1/+1 counter on it and give it haste, so it's going to be great to overrun our opponents. Disciple of Freyles can also either be a land, or we can sacrifice maybe one of our many bears, if you will, and then of course we can just help us draw some extra cards, gain some life. Dazzling Theater is one of our enchantment rooms here, gives all of our creature spells convoke, so it's going to make them much easier to cast, and also on the prop room side, we can untap each creature we control, doing each other player's untap step to help us, again, make sure we're protecting ourselves on the backswing. And of course, we're also going to have the original Elesh Norn Grand Cyberknight here. This card, of course, is actually one of our key pieces to lock out our opponent from actually playing with creatures, because once we have Kudo out, and then once Elesh Norn comes out, all of their creatures will get -2/-2, which basically means they instantly die. They'll get their ETB triggers, if you will, but it's hilarious to see when we actually manage to get this off. And then finally, to round out in the 9-drop slot here, it's going to be the Great Henge. Obviously, it's going to get cheaper as we play through the game, but also once we do that, great mana rock for us. Amazing, of course, for stabilization, life gain, and card draw. So we had to have it. It's essential. Now, finishing up, of course, we're almost done here, everybody. We'll jump into some games in just a moment. Going over the land base. Again, we are non-budget, but if you're interested, we could talk about budget options for you at the end of the stream. So, going over the land base here, we're going to have a Aganjo here, Seat of the Empire, 7 plains, Beseju, we have 8 forests, we're going to have a Pathway Land here, Brushland, Hushwood's Verge, Lush Portocino, Overgrown Farmland, Razor Verge Thicket, Sun Petal Grove, Temple Garden, Arid Archway to bounce back maybe one of our modal lands, Command Tower's a staple, Demolition Field to then take out certain lands we don't want to deal with. Prismatic Vista for a fetch land, along with Windswept Teeth. Urza's Cave. Scavenger Grounds is also rounding out our package with another Graveyard Hate spell. But otherwise, that's the whole game plan for you, everybody. Whew, as always, I do appreciate you all hanging in there for me, but that's basically what we're going to be doing. So, is it possible to convert everything into bears and then beat down our opponent with our actual king? Well, I guess there's only one way to find out. So, without further ado, let's jump in and let's see how well we can do. Hopefully this won't be too bad, but okay. I'm still excited for what we're about to do. Okay, so with that, jumping in. All right, here we go. Okay, so with that, as we're getting started right now, let me know, guys, how was your weekend so far? How are you feeling overall with Ether Drift? I know I've been asking this over the past several streams, but I am wanting to hear all of you out on how exactly are you feeling in regards to everything. Okay, so let's see what we got here. All right, we got the Enduring Innocence, Elish Norn, Absence Pilgrim for Ramping, Brask and Brewsteel. Okay, I think we can hold this. Let's keep this. All right. So, show me what you got, opponents.
It's time to do.
We'll put down our Thicket, and then we'll play our Absence Pilgrim. Okay, so our opponent is playing... they actually have both a companion and they also have a commander. This is totally fair now. Totally fair. But that's okay. I'm going to then say challenge accepted, opponent. So with that, let's go ahead. Let's play our planes. We will play our Enduring Innocent. All right. Got our sheep down. Llanowar Visionary. They'll draw a card. All right. We got another force, which is good. So with that... let's see. We'll play our Basking Broodscale. So that means we get to draw a card. All right. Explore. All right. We're doing our thing. We'll swing here. Obviously, they're not... wait, are they actually going to block? They do lose their mana dork if they do that. Okay, so we gain some life. That's good. Okay, so now all we have to do is get down Elish Norn here, or maybe we can even get Kudo down, and we should be good to go. But I think the best option here is going to be us actually trying to get Elish Norn out. So with that, let's see how we do this. Elish Norn. There's his cave. We will swing. And let's see. Do you block opponents? All right, they do not. Okay, so what is our opponent going to do here? Do they have a way of getting rid of Elish Norn? I guess we'll see. Opponent is thinking. They got five cards in hand. Oh, they got the Otawara. Okay, well, that's annoying. All right. Well, that's fine, I suppose. Emoti, they do their Cascade shenanigans. Midnight Clock comes down. All right. Tick-tock. They swing. All right. They will get a counter. Command Tower, that's fine. Okay, so with that, Elish Norn coming down again. But we've got Ossification, too. All right. Double. All right. Emoti. Wait, hold on. What does it say? Do you want... okay. Oh, wait. Hold on a second. Wow. I accidentally made a mistake there. Oops. Okay, it's fine, everybody. It's fine. We'll still swing. Wait, so... So, wait, how did the ability go off again? I totally... yeah, I kind of made a mistake there. I didn't read the card very well, but okay. I think... I kind of made a mistake. Yeah, I made a mistake there. That's okay. It's fine, everyone. We all make mistakes, but that's okay. Do our best to see God. So they do their Cascade shenanigans. But it doesn't work because Elish Norn goes off too. So hopefully we should be able to just get our thing here. Yeah, once again, messed up there. Hopefully this won't cost me the match, but I think we'll see how that's going to work in a bit. Okay, they swing. Down to 25. Another... Alright. Alright. I think now's the time to actually play Kudo. So now everything gets converted into tutus. So with that, we'll play... Dazzling Theater. Flowering of the White Tree. Pumping everything up. Alright, so with that, do we attack right here? I guess we'll swing with just the Enduring Innocence. But okay. Jumbo Watch got opponents. Do you block? They do, double block. We will take out the Mana Dork. But it does bounce back. We have a little bit of protection with Ward 1, but I know that's not going to help us too much longer, but we'll see what we can do to get out of this. Surrak and Glorclaw might help us out. We lock out, thankfully, our opponent from also doing their thing, so thankfully they don't get any triggers off. So that does buy us time. And also, since everything is weakened, it does help us out a little bit here. Ooh, Farewell is tempting to play to reset the whole board. We'll unlock. We will activate this. Make a token. Alright. And a pass. But at least everything now turns back to normal for now. Okay, they pay the ward. That's going to be so annoying. Alright. What I might have to do here is I might have to blow up the whole board with Farewell. I don't want to. But that might be our only option to get out of this. Because our opponent is about to get some insane value. Ugh. Alright. Okay. Kira Best of Sea God, definitely powerful card. Okay, Replicating Ring. Alright. But our opponent is pretty much out of cards at this point. I mean, they're definitely going to ramp here a ton. That's fine. We still have a way out of this. Farewell should hopefully at least get us out of this mess. At least I hope so. So the best way we're going to do this is we got to blow up their artifacts because they have artifacts, but we have enchantments we want to keep alive. So I think the best way will just, okay, artifacts get blown up here. We will then get their whole board out of here. I ain't going to survive this if it's going to be like this right now. Okay. Land, land, land. All right. Do you swing opponents? And if they do, then that's fine for us. Okay, nothing. All right. Well, I don't want to do it this way, but I don't have a choice. So let us hit Farewell. We will blow away graveyards, artifacts, and creatures. Actually, hold on one second. Yeah, I think we will. Okay, okay. Wait, no. Graveyards, creatures, enchantment. That blows away more of their board than us. We get to at least keep our enchantments, so... Phew! Okay. Okay, board resets. We have another shot at this. We are still alive for now. While our opponent is still going to try to cascade into shenanigans. Azusa's not bad. We can deal with Azusa. Lay claim. They Squiggle. Alright. The Omen Keel. I forgot what this does again. Wait. Let's see. Okay. Okay, okay, okay. So, Kudo. Coming down again. Opponents? Okay. Our bear. And then Shalai. With the Convoke ability. Anything, opponent? You have one card in hand. Okay, so that does mean that Kudo now has hexproof, so that's fine for now, which is nice. And also Shalai has a little bit of ward, so minor protection. It's okay. Oh, spells can't be countered. I mean, we don't really care about that. But we'll see what we can do to get around what our opponent has. Omen Keel? Nothing? Okay. Beast Whisper. Okay. Well, that's pretty nice. So with that... Beast Whisper. Alright. And then that's Sirlac and Goreclaw. Draw a card. Alright. Alright. So, we are definitely getting down a lot of stuff here. Oh, they got the Immortal Sun. Interesting. Well, again, same thing. We don't care about the Immortal Sun because we only have one Planeswalker in the deck, so that should be okay for us. But it looks like they're also going to try to fight us here evenly with what they got, with their pump. Either way, I'm ready for them. Okay. Branching Evolution. Esper Sentinel. We get to draw a card. Well, we are hanging in there. Little by little, the deck is somehow going off. We swing with just Shalai. She gets in some damage down to 25. Okay. Well, little by little, again, we're making progress, everybody. We're making progress. Also, while our opponent's trying to catch up to us as well, question for all of you again. Is there any cards that you have seen yet still from Ether Drift that make you want to build something? What are your thoughts right now on what else is being built out there? So are you looking for anything to do in Standard, Explorer, maybe a Brawl deck, or a Commander deck with what you've seen so far from the set? Let me know. I would love to hear from what you guys are thinking of. Okay, opponent is scrying. Nothing yet. Okay. Opponent? Anything? Nothing? Okay. Ooh. Toski is definitely helpful for us. So with that. Toski. Nice. We'll need to draw another card. Can't be countered. Alright. Opponents? Anything? Nope. Okay. +1/+1 counter, which is nice. And then we'll turn this on. Wait, hold on. We can't do it yet. Never mind. Never mind. Okay. Mossborn Hydra. Draw another card. Well, we definitely have now our engine on play, so I'm happy about that. The deck is definitely still making its stuff work. Toski still has to attack, and Shalai will attack. Opponents? They block. So that means Solemn will at least ramp up another land. We go to face, hit down to 18. And we get to draw 2 cards off of that. Nice. As long as our opponent doesn't have any way of bouncing anything, we should be okay for a little bit longer, but we are getting close to where we want to be at. Swiftfoot Boots, coming down. Alright, opponents. So they got 3 cards now in hand. What do they got? What you got, opponents? They're scrying. Trying to set up their turns. Sailor, it means. Make a treasure token. Do you pay the 5? Probably not. Oh, okay. They pay the 5. All right, that's fine. Isaac, Gwenna. Well, it's literally right now could still be anybody's fight. Ooh. Oh, here we go. Okay, now we can finally get stuff out of the way here. Okay, so with that, Sunpetal Grove. We have to put counters on stuff here. Oh my goodness. Our Hydra is about to start getting really big here. It's a 15-15. I love it. Okay, so bridge work battle. Okay, what do we want to get out of the way? Let's see. Let's see. I think Lear might be the biggest threat right now. So we'll get rid of that. Alright, Lear is down. Okay. Should be good here. Actually, probably don't need to do anything else here. We'll activate ability. The whole team is going to get pumped. Yes! Ah, here we go. Here we go. Okay, so Toski, swing in. Shalai, swing in. Mossborn Hydra. Do you block, opponent? Okay, big block. But I believe that is game, everybody. We overrun them. The King of Bears reigns supreme, everybody. Woo! All right. First win of the night, everybody. Nice. Very nice. All right. Bears. Well, honorary Bears, I should say. They came out to play. We got him. We got him. All right. So let's jump into our next one. Let's see how well the deck does. Okay, and as always, everybody, if you do like the content, if you do like what we play, if you're interested in maybe seeing all of our budget builds when we're playing just regular deck techs, as you see, be sure to give a like below. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. Show some love across any of the formats you are checking me out on. I'll be happy to see your support. And as we continue to keep growing, I would love to hear from all of you about our growing circle of fiery friends across all, like, stuff. Sorry. Stumbling on words. Words are hard, everybody. Anyways, so let's see. Okay. Can't really cast anything with this, so that's kind of awkward. So let's mulligan this. Oh. Okay. Well, I guess our opponent didn't want to play. That's fine, I suppose. Okay. No problem. We'll just reset. We just resetting. Free win. Free wins are always nice. But okay. We'll just go back into it. Any case, let me know, everybody, what are your thoughts also on... Actually, I probably would say... What was I going to say? I think my question I was going to ask everyone is, what... if Ether Drift is not the set that you are looking forward to, what is the set you are looking forward to later this year? Are you waiting for Tarkir in April? Are you waiting for Final Fantasy? Are you waiting for, I don't know, Spider-Man? Let me know. I would love to hear from what you guys are thinking. But whether you're watching again live or on the replay, as always, you'll have, of course, the copies of this available for you up on all channels. Once I'm done, I'll add in the details. If you do like the deck, I'll definitely have copies of that where you can then just add them on later on once we're done with this. Okay, so with that, let's see what we got. Okay, so we got a Eula, which is great for us. We have all of our other stuff here, so okay. This seems like it's pretty good here. We will play our farmland first. All right, opponent. Show me what you got. Oh, 0 November. Welcome, my fiery friend. You're looking forward to Final Fantasy? Okay. What are you hoping to get with that? Are you a fan of the series? Okay, let's see. We'll play Kudo first. All right, so our opponent here is going to try to slow us down with Authority of the Consoles, which is going to be annoying. But we have a lot of Artifact and Enchantment hate, so we should be good. Okay, but cool. Are you a fan of any of the mainstream... Are you a fan of any of the mainstream numbered Final Fantasy games? Or are you more of like a spin-off person? Or do you like to play both? And that goes for everybody else out there. What are you interested in? Meanwhile, our opponent here is... Okay. Constellation. All right. Interesting choices. Okay. Let's see. Let's see. We'll play this on green. Bounce away the land. A Eula. All right. And no swings yet. 0 November. Mostly Final Fantasy commanders. Okay. I'm pretty sure those are going to be extremely popular, and I'm willing to bet this will be the set that's going to be probably worth the money. Even if you're not a Final Fantasy fan, I'm pretty sure it's going to be something that'll be very exciting. I know I've had some conversations with friends and various people across all kinds of communities, and a lot of them disagree with what I say, but I still firmly believe that the Final Fantasy set actually does fit perfectly fine into Magic the Gathering. There's enough unique elements that I believe that I think it's a lot more appropriate for that to be worthy of the game versus, say, like something like, oh, I don't know, Spider-Man. But again, not trying to hate anybody. If you do like, for example, again, looking forward to the Marvel sets or whatever, hey, more power to you. Personally, though, again, at least if I had to pick, Final Fantasy at least feels a lot more appropriate for Magic. There's a lot of fantasy elements to it that I do like, even if I'm not the biggest Final Fantasy person. But I do play at least a couple of the games. I did like Tactics. I actually like Crystal Chronicles up on my GameCube way back in the day. Okay, any case, before I kind of get too far ahead of myself here. We gotta get back into this game here. All right, so let's see. Patchwork banner. We will name, of course, bears. Our bears have now some pump. Explore, draw a card. Come on. Oh, we didn't get a land drop. Okay, no big deal. No attacks yet. Only just because I anticipate they might try to chump block, but I'm going to have to wait it out for a bit. All right. Okay, Saram's on the field. All right, here comes the card draw. Final Fantasy does fit pretty good. Yes, I definitely agree with that 100%. I know some people will horribly disagree with me, but I still will. I'll defend that one. I will at least say, similar to what we had a couple years ago with Lord of the Rings, I know some people are not fond of IPs, but if we're going to get IPs, they at least have to fit the game. At least, for example, previously, Lord of the Rings was perfectly appropriate for Magic. And I still believe that with Final Fantasy. I just hope we get some really, really sweet cards with it. Hopefully, though, we'll get some good commander decks. But I'm pretty sure they're going to be great. I mean, you're not going to, of course, make this a mainstream, actually for standard deck, or at least standard set, and not do something with it. No blocks yet. Down to 19. Okay, Birds of Paradise is kind of nice. Okay, so let's see. How do we want to do this here? How do we want to do this? Okay. Felidar Retreat. Birds of Paradise. Caw-caw! Okay, and then I guess we will fight with our bird here, Saram. Alright, Saram's off the field. That's nice. Phew. No attacks yet. The Citizen's Crowbar most likely is going to blow up either our Patchwork Banner or Felidar Retreat, so that's not going to be fun when it happens. But hopefully, again, we'll buy some time by getting Saram off the field. Paladin class. Okay, Constellation is going off. What are you going to pump, opponent? What are you going to pump? They're thinking. Alright. Spirit Companion. Oh, they get to level 2. Alright, well. Getting a little tricky here, but don't worry, everybody. We're hitting that danger moment in the match, but don't worry. We can get there. We could definitely get there still. Alright. Can't block still. So we're down to 8. Ugh. It's okay. Alright, so let's see. How do we do this here? I think Cultivate. So we'll get out of Forest. I think we'll get out 2 Forests. Alright, we will make a Cat Beast. That does mean we can then use it to fight. So let's see. So we'll fight. Actually, put a +1/+1 counter on stuff. So here's how we do this. They do gain some life. Make another. Pump the whole team, actually. Actually, that was a lot better. Okay, so let's see. We will play. How do we do this here? Rishkar. We will then use our fight mechanic to take out. Okay, I think we got this down now. Okay. Token down. Phew. No attacks just yet. Alright. Still, that germ is going to be a bit of a sore spot for us, but we're going to try to find a way around that. But otherwise, at least now our bears can kind of block for a little while, so that's kind of nice. Okay. How will we get out of this? Going to have to think about this one for a little bit here. Any case, so since you're here is 0 November, how's your day going? Hopefully, again, you're having a wonderful day or evening wherever you're at. Opponent is also taking their time thinking here. Don't keep me waiting too long, opponents. I would like to play. Okay, so I'm coming back. Dancing Sword. I think we might want Banner of Kinship to actually come out now. But if we can get at least another land, that actually would be nice for us. We'll see. Okay, they equip. But it's tilted, so they can't attack yet. So that does buy us a little bit of time. The germ most likely is going to swing now. Yep. No surprise there. But thankfully it does not have trample, so at least we can survive a bit. Oh, not attacking? Okay, opponent. That's fine. Yes, no? Okay. So we have to keep both our king and queen alive. We got to keep them surviving just long enough for us to start getting some pump in. Okay, Swiftfoot Boots is not bad either. Okay, so how do we do this here? Okay, hold on. This is artifact. Okay, that's 4. Or do we go with Elish Norn? I think Elish Norn might be... So this does give us a lot of pump here. Okay, so we'll... Okay, how do we do this here? I think Kudo takes out Saram again. Okay, Saram down. But we do get some counters on our token here. Nice. Banner of Kinship on Bear. Okay. Not too bad, right? We're still in this. Sort of. Wait. Wait, did we lose? Oh, jeez. I think I probably made a mistake on this one. Okay. Well, it is what it is. So, yeah. The flyer, the ornithopter. Oh, well. It is what it is. No big deal. We'll get them next time, so... Sadness on that one. Wow, we got wasted pretty bad there. Ouch. 0 November. It's okay, just chilling before bed. Nice. Okay. Well, hopefully, again, I won't keep you up too long, but I do appreciate you being here, so thanks again for hanging out, my fiery friend. No big deal, everybody. Again, we're only just playing Brawl, so thankfully this is not ranked or anything, so we're just having a good time right now. I'm honestly just trying to relax and have a little fun before I take off on my flight tomorrow morning. So, just trying to squeeze that in. But, again, for those of you that haven't seen this, we are mostly primarily a budget-style channel. But every so often when I stream, I do like to play a little higher powered, so that's mostly what we're doing tonight. Now, for those of you who haven't seen this before, if you are a fan and you do want to see more of it, you know what to do. Be sure to give a like, follow, and subscribe wherever you watch the content, so you don't miss out on the gameplay, booster pack openings, deck techs, and so much more. Okay, now that I got my shilling out of the way, let's put down our Land of War Elves. Our opponent is playing Pantladza. Alright, so Dinos it is. Game on, opponent. Game on. Love just doing that myself. I love doing that. Okay, Forest. Tribute to the World Tree. Okay, so now we do have a way of starting to get things going here with Tribute to the World Tree to make our stuff going. Okay, opponent is also going to try to start getting a little more aggro too. Or on the other hand, we could play Witch's Enchanter. I think this might be better. Get some pump. Get rid of Rhythm of the Wild. Sorry, opponent. Too bad. Slow him down just a little bit. Knight of the Stampede does make... Okay, that makes their dinosaurs way cheaper. Ugh. Okay, no big deal. We can still find a way around this, everybody. Kudo. Get some pump. And then Basking Brood Scale. Also more pump. Make an Eldrazi token. Alright. Nice. We're looking pretty good right now. Swinging. Obviously no block because they need that alive. So that means free damage. Oh, and there we go. Our opponent has had enough. They do not want to deal with the King of Bears, everybody. Victory is ours. All right. Nice. It is what it is, though. I mean, you see, once you get Kudo going, wow, it does equalize a lot of our opponent's stuff. Although sometimes we run into those awkward moments where we accidentally pump up their dorks. But hey, it worked out that time. I'm pretty sure taking out their Rhythm of the Wild probably made them feel a little salty, but hey, I'm going to do it. Okay, so let's go ahead. Let's continue on. So far, initial impressions with the deck is, because I haven't played with the deck too much, I only kind of just slapped it together maybe like 2 nights ago, but it feels pretty good. Originally, though, I remember I built the deck incorrectly, though. Only just because, again, I kind of went with an all bear plan and I realized, wait, Kudo actually turns things into bears. So you don't need that many bears to make the deck good. Okay, so with that, let's see what we were rocking here. Okay, so we got Reprieve for some tempo. Metallic Mimic can start adding counter stuff. We have the Great Henge coming in. Gold Vein Hydra. Okay. If we can get down that Great Henge ASAP, that will help us out a ton. We'll start with Lush Portiso. Lush Portico? Or is it Portiso? I don't know. Someone can correct me on that when you can. All right, opponent. Show me what you got.
It's time to do.
All right, with that, Forest down. Metallic Mimic. We will call out Bear. And our opponent is playing Bonnie Paul. Oh, that's cool. We actually played Bonnie months ago when Thunder Junction first came out. So if you actually want to see that replay, that is up on YouTube already. So check that out if you're interested in seeing how we made our version of it. Kudo coming in with a counter. And we'll play Gold Vein Hydra for 1. Wait, hold on. Pay 0. There we go. Still comes in with some counters. Down to 20. Nice. I do love that the pump ability of these also gives it just free counters without us having to pay extra. Right, opponent's got Spring Loom Druid, sacrificing. If you don't mind me asking, 0 November, where do you hail from? What's your location, your domain, your residence, if you will? If you don't want me asking. All right, so with that, Toski. Oh, yeah. Toski is going to make this so much more nicer now. All right. Free card draw. You'll love to see it. All right, down to 14. All right. Kudo helping us out here. Get some cards. We get the Plains down. We have Felidar Retreat. Oh, man, but it's also tempting to play Great Henge as well. Not sure how I want to do this, but I think... Ooh, Scythe Club. Wait, did we add that into the deck? Oh, I'm dumb. I totally should have put this card in. That actually would have been an amazing, amazing card for our deck. Maybe the next time I'll recommend that. Scythe Club is great. Oh, Master's Review. Ugh. Well, bye-bye Metallic Mimic. Sadness. It's okay, though. We still have more or less our game plan ready to go here. So with that, let's play... We'll play Maha Bredegard. We swing. And... Let's go from there. Oh, you're from the Midwest. So I'm guessing right now it's probably like, what, 8 or 9 o'clock where you're at? That's cool. I am a West Coast person. So we're out over here, out in actually SoCal area. So I guess it makes sense for me to be a Fireball because it tends to be quite warm out here. Although except for right now, it's actually kind of chilly outside. All right, opponents. Taking some time to think. Lair Cultivation. Wow. All right, they sacked their creature. They're trying to ramp. That's fair. Okay, Scythe Club going off. They gain some life. They draw some cards as well. But don't worry. We will definitely get there. If we could just get at least a couple more things out. Actually, the Great Henge should be enough to start us going off here pretty quick. Teferi's Protection. Not necessary right now, but we'll definitely need that in the future. In the meantime, Great Henge coming down. There we go. There we go. Need some life. Toski's got to swing again. Okay, actually, we might be able to do a little bit more here. I'm pretty sure our opponent is not going to want to block Kudo. So, there we go. The opponent... You should have blocked when you had a chance. Or did you just give up? I couldn't tell right there, but hey, a win is a win. So, feeling good about that one, everybody. Very nice. Kudo making it work. Love this bear. Love this bear. All right, get our wins in. And just keep the fun times going. Okay. So, 0 November, since you're my VIP guest of honor tonight, if you don't want me asking also another question for you, what what do you usually play? If you do enjoy Magic, what's your usual go-to? Do you have like a deck that you have that's like your main one that you like to play with? Is there a format that you enjoy? Are you just someone that just likes casually playing? Do you have like a group of friends that you play maybe Commander with? Let me know. Again, if you don't mind me asking. I'm just like to be a chatty person sometimes. Okay, anyway, going back to the game here real quick while you take the time to answer that. All right, so we got our Hydra again, the Mimic, Beast Whisperer, and Archer's Charm. If we can just get one more green source, the Charm will definitely help us go off. But okay, until then, once upon a time, disgusting, free stuff right there. Okay, they got their tap land in. Land of War Elves, that's fine. This helps us actually get to what we need with Archer's Charm, which is nice. Command Tower. Opponent is playing Go Shintai, so they are playing all of the shrines. But okay, I'm game, opponent. I'm game. Alright, Temple Garden. Well, Archer's Charm on the main, so let's see. We will start ramping. Okay, so what we need right now is... let's get the Archway. That does make us bounce back a forest, but that's fine. Okay. Okay, so you play Draft and Commander. Okay. That does remind me, at some point I will need to... I did remember I had told chat and everything last time. I will try to see if I could do one stream at some point where I'm going to try to do some more drafting. I haven't done drafting too often. Not the best at drafting, but I really should probably get better at that. But okay, that's cool. Good to know. So let's see. We'll play Beast Whisperer. All right, and opponents, what do you got? Calyx is going to be a bit of a threat. So we'll see if we can try to find our way around Calyx. Go Shintai. Going off here. Okay. That Go Shintai of Lost Wisdom is going to be a bit of a problem for us. Ew. Down to 19. Okay. Not the worst right now, but we're going to try to find a way around this. Okay, Forest. Metallic Mimic. We draw a card, though, which is nice. Name Bear. Kudo coming down. Draw another card. Oh, now we're talking. Okay. I think we got this. We got this down, everybody. Okay, so with that, let us get... what do we get here? We gotta have an untapped land. So in that case, I guess we'll just go with the Command Tower. Nothing fancy. But okay, so game plan right now, if we can get it to go off, we have Elish Norn right here. If this can go out with Kudo, that's lights out for our opponents. On the other hand, though, that Go Shintai here is going to be a thorn in our side. I don't know if we can get around that, but we'll try. We need to get up to 7 mana, though. So that is our other thing. But here we go, everybody. Here we go. All right, lock them out. Okay. Okay, not too bad, right? We managed to weaken them out quite a bit here. Swing with Metallic Mimic. I don't think they're going to block. 0 November. I also play mostly decks that include black. Pioneer Masters was fun to draft. Oh, okay. That's cool. I haven't had a chance to actually draft Pioneer Masters except for maybe like one set. So that was a little bit clunky on my end. But okay, that's good to hear. So at some point, once we get to mono black, I know with the new set, Ether Drift, I am going to see if I could try to put together another zombie deck again. So that is on my list of decks that I sometimes try to rotate around. Because I try to then, as best as I can, add on more decks that... how do I put this here? Wait, I'm trying to think about this for a second here. I guess what I'm trying to say is I try to still rotate decks that I haven't played for a while, at least on stream or in Arena, and then see if we can refresh them with new awesome ideas. So yeah, I'll definitely play zombies again, and also mono black. Mono black is extremely powerful right now in standard. At least I'll say that for sure. Okay, any case, Flowering of the White Tree. We will play Toski. Draw a card. Good Fortune Unicorn. We will play Goldbane Hydra for 1. Draw another card. Get some counters on it. Hydra. Elish Norn. Kudo. Actually, you know what? Let's just swing with everything. We're swinging with everything. Why not? Opponent. Elish Norn with... We actually got the combo off here. I'm so happy about that. Elish Norn shutting them down. But wow. Okay. Block him with Calyx. That's fine. And then they can't make any of those little shrine tokens because they'll just get blown up beforehand. So we're in a good spot here. Feeling good about this deck. Down to 4. Okay, opponents. I mean, they do have quite a few shrines out. But we're definitely drawing our cards. The only thing that's going to slow us down a little bit is Hoden of Night's Reach will force us to discard. But that's not the worst for us. That's actually not the worst at all. Let's see. What do we get rid of now? I guess... I don't even know at this point. I guess we don't need the Scavenger Grounds. Okay. That's a good idea. Yes. So yes, yes, yes. At some point, we will definitely make our adjustments there. I guess we'll get rid of the Cultivate. Serac might actually be helpful. I guess Reluctant Role Model and Disciple of Freyalise? Okay. Throw them away. Okay, opponents. You have one turn to turn this all around. You are getting a lot of card draw, though, so this still is not locked in yet. I am hopeful, but again, I have been wrong before. At least I hope I'm not wrong this time. But okay, show me what you got, opponents. I'm ready for you. Archer's Charm. They pay the ward 1. Okay, well, they did get rid of that, so... Unfortunately. Not a big deal, though, because we still can do our thing. Still down to 4. I mean, I appreciate, opponent, you trying to, like, make this work, but I don't think there's anything you're going to get right now. Nissa, that doesn't do it. They can chump block with her, but that's not enough. Okay. Mill, mill, mill. All right, and with that, that is game, everybody. We got him. Woo! All right. Kudo truly is the king of bears. He is making our night looking real good. Woo! Love him. Oh, man. I think I might actually try to make this in paper. I know I already have an extensive list right now of commander decks. I mean, I probably should ask everyone, how many commander decks, for those of you that play, how many of y'all have out there? Like, how many do you have fully built, I'll say? Fully built, as in... If you were to, like, sit down at a table with me right now, how many decks could you possibly play with right now? I think I have right now about 7 or 8 decks that I probably could play with maybe right now. Because I'm looking at my shelf, and I have, like, 8 done. But I also am working on upgrading. I guess that means 7. Because the first deck I have, I'm upgrading right now. I literally have a pile of cards on my desk that I was trying to see if I can get to today. But also, of course, I have to pack for my vacation, so... That was kind of slowing me down a bit. But again, still going to try to do that at some point. I will get there. And then for those of you that do subscribe or follow me on the Patreon, I will start putting up some more exclusive stuff. Maybe for the exclusive members out there, you'll get a kind of chance to see my paper decks once I have some time to film those. I'm going to try to see if I can try to start doing some more exclusive stuff with that, which I'll remind everybody, if you are interested, we do have a Discord. We do have, of course, multiple places we can chat with, make, and get to know some other fiery, fun friends across the internet. But otherwise, aside from me chilling some more, okay. This should be pretty good here. Esper Sentinel will slow down our opponent. Hopefully we can get some free cards off of that. A Eula here with Kudo here will allow us to then do our thing. So let's start with the planes. Esper Sentinel. All right, opponents. Show me what you got.
It's time to
They got last... Looks like they got Jasper Flint, which is very annoying. One of our other well-known fiery friends out there who's not with us tonight, but is indeed very fond of laughing Jasper Flint. So if you don't see this Den Splendid, shout out to you right now. I'm sure you'll be seeing this at some point. And you'll probably wondering if we can beat our opponent here. Okay, Command Tower, that's good. Good Fortune Unicorn. Swing here. Down to 19. Let's see. 0 November. 7+ is a fair amount of sleeved precons. Who's your current favorite commander? Oh, that's a good question. Right now, I don't know, let's see. Honestly, the deck I've actually been trying to upgrade the most is Hazazon because I love deserts. I don't know why. I like the desert mechanic. We didn't get that much support from Thunder Junction, which is a bit of a shame. I was honestly hoping we were going to get, like, desert basic lands. But maybe that might have made a little too much sense with Thunder Junction. Imagine how broken Hazazon would have been if we had actual desert basics. Hopefully in the future, we'll get that. Because we got snows, so I figured why not we get deserts in the future. So I think that's probably my answer for now. Okay, so let's see. Counter on it. And then no attacks yet. The other one that I'm probably partial to right now is, and I'm upgrading the deck again, is I have also a... Okay, hold on 1 second here. I'm going to just bounce this back to their hand. Ooh, I see Cookie. Cookie, I see you on Instagram right now. I do apologize. The chat, for some reason, isn't set up to... Oh, our opponent actually gave up? They did not want to deal with our deck? Okay, sure. Yay, I guess. But yeah, I see you on there, Cookie. I know you're on Instagram right now. Cookie is saying right now, hey, how are we doing, Infernoman? I was playing some D&D. Oh, nice. So you were in the middle of a campaign. Well, appreciate you joining us. I know I do apologize again because the chat, for some reason, can't support Instagram chatter. But I will read out your comments when I can see them, so I appreciate you at least hanging in there. But also, you came back from D&D. I mean, I don't play really D&D, but I do know of it, so hopefully you had some fun. Was it a unique campaign? Were you or someone else DMing? And also, you caught us right now in the middle of playing some awesome fun with bears. Lots and lots of honorary bears with Kudo. So again, hopefully again you're enjoying yourself tonight. Hopefully you're having a great evening where you're at. Yeah, 0 November deserts would be sweet. Hopefully, I don't know. I'm going to say it right now. I'm calling it. Maybe I'll call it for my future prediction video. Modern Horizons 4 will get desert basics added to the game. Maybe it might just happen someday. I think statistically, it's going to happen at some point. It has to. All right, Windswept Teeth. Sack of the Windswept Teeth. We're going to get out now our Temple Garden. So we do take some damage here. Ouch. But we have to do it in order for us to get out our Mana Dork. Okay, so Avacyn's Pilgrim. Mountain. All right, opponents. We will play... Okay, how do we do this here? I guess we'll play Rona's Monument now. So this will mean that Ayula is going to be cheaper now along with Kodama. So this is going to be nice for us. Okay, Dragon Skull Summit. Oh, there you are, Cookie. You made it onto... over here on Twitch. So thanks again for joining us. Okay, so with that, let's see. Smoldering Egg. Let's get Ayula out. Pump. Let's play the Ozolith. Can't do anything else yet, but that's fine. Cookie, thank you, Infernoman. I was at my bed. That's why I was on Instagram. I like a lot D&D, and I love to roleplay characters. I just feel like true theater. Okay. I did have a friend a long time ago that she used to play some D&D. So that was honestly all the experience I have. She kind of introduced me to a little bit. I wasn't big on it then, but at some point, I mean, if I had only time, I probably would be interested in playing. But definitely it is fun, but can be, I don't want to say a time sink, but it's definitely something I would say you definitely need to invest some time in. At least that's how I saw it. All right, so with that, let us pop up a Ayula. We will then fight. Ayula will then fight the egg. Scramble that egg. All right. Okay, so the only tricky part about this is Screaming Nemesis is something we don't want to deal with on the field. But we can't attack just yet. I'm going to have to let it just swing for a little bit until we can get to a point where we can just deal with it. We have ways of exiling, so that's not a problem for us. 0 November. Deserts and Modern Masters 4 will be welcome. Yeah, I would definitely like to have them. I'm pretty sure at some point, whether, I don't know, we maybe we go back to Thunder Junction again, or I don't know. I don't know if people want to see cowboy hats again, but hopefully maybe we'll see it in the future. I would love to get that chance to do it. Okay, so in other words, let's see. I guess it doesn't really matter here. Okay, so we fight. Our bears, the king and queen, everybody. Yeah. Oh, man. The king and queen are really good together. I love this. Love this. So nice. 0 November, even in something like a Dark Suns Universes Beyond would fit. Yeah. But we'll see. I would love to see us get something, but I think we'll just have to see how that goes in the future. Okay, so let's see. How do we do this here? I guess go down on the West Tree. Let's see. And then get some life gain. We'll put some counters this time on the Enduring Innocence. Draw a card. Swing with our 3. Gain some life. But this does ramp us out now, so this is what we needed. Nice. All right, so we're looking pretty good here. We somehow are going to have to keep fighting our way around the Screaming Nemesis, but they have a Phyrexian Tower now, so they could shut off our life gain anytime. So hopefully we can deal with that. Ancient Copper Dragon. Ooh, scary. Well, actually not that scary because we managed to weaken it with Kudo here, which is nice. Cookie, who would win? Elemental forces of a powerful red mage or a bear? Well, you're about to see right now. I love this right now. It's tempting to block with Kodama, but we're going to have to wait for a bit here. 5. Okay. Ooh, that's a lot of treasures. That's a little scary, but that's okay. That's okay. We're going to find a way around this. So first off, let's play the Great Henge because this is definitely going to be very helpful for us now. Let's see. So we're going to have to keep this in the back pocket for now with Heroic Intervention. Big swing here. Very nice. Opponent did think about sacrificing Screaming Nemesis, though. I did see it. They were tempted. We'll get a Forest. So thankfully, we were getting our ramp on with Kodama and having Enduring Innocence with some life gain. So this will help us stabilize, even if our opponent is going to try to keep getting more cheeky with their cards. Not going to lie, though. It has been a little iffy here and there to kind of play around these cards, but they're going to keep ramping, so we're going to have to be aware of the situation. It's going to be a little tough here. We still have plenty of life, but I don't want to get too ahead of myself here. But otherwise, right, Razor Town Tyrant. Oh. Opponent, you're playing alchemy cards? Boo. We don't like alchemy cards here. Not at all. But okay, fine. I don't mind sacrificing that if I have to, but we'll keep it for a little bit because we have tons of life gain. Boonvale Regent. Okay. Well, they're definitely going big with dragons now. But thankfully, they're all pretty weak, so we don't have to worry about it for too much. Innerstrom Predator. Okay. And draw a bunch of stuff. Okay. Show what you got, opponent. Alright, Vampire. What does this do again? Wait, hold on one second here. I have to, think about this. Okay, whenever this creature becomes tapped, exile to one target card from a graveyard. Okay. Okay. It can be scary, but I think we can get around it still. All we have to do, again, is also we have Heroic Intervention, so we should be able to kind of force our way through here in just a bit. Okay, so opponents, what do you got? 0 November. Kind of surprised I haven't seen any control decks from the opponents. Yeah, I mean, you are right. We haven't seen anything yet in these games we had. Mostly it's just been a lot of mid-range creature piles, which again, I'm not against. I'll play against anybody with anything. Granted, again, I'm not a fond of combo decks or facing off against control decks, but I can deal with those. I'm a big boy. Ew, they just got that many treasures? Ugh. Well, Oh, well, those creatures are definitely weak. Getting that much ramp is definitely a scary thing. All right, we'll just have to hang in there. Our opponent is going to play Smoldering Egg again. So I guess they're a Rakdos Dragon deck? That's kind of a cool idea. I actually kind of like what their deck is doing, though. Not going to lie. All right. Filtering through their deck. They got their Eggy out. Okay. Lathless. Ooh. Definitely scary. But not the worst to get around. We just need to kind of get a little... We're going to have to get a little bold here and try to find a way to fight through all this. But we can do it. Tap that just for life gain. Alright. Nope. Not going to sacrifice that. Decline. Take the damage. Rishkar. Okay, so let's see. Kutzil. This will at least slow them down a bit here. So with that, how do we hit here? I guess Enduring Innocence? Okay, so now the pump begins. So first off, we fight. All right, we're going to have to just take something out here. We have to take out the... Wait, how do we take out here? I think Lathless has to go. That will make a bunch of tokens we don't want to deal with. Okay. Need some life. Draw some cards. Okay, so let's see. Scavenger Grounds. We will play Elishnorn. We will get some more pump on our creature here. Get a ton of value here. Okay, so with that, let's put counters on here. And counters on here. Oh, man. Wow, the deck is definitely going off here. Okay, so with that, Swiftfoot Boots. We're not going to put it on anything just yet, but we're getting close. Let's see, Enduring Innocence. Swing. It has Trample, so our opponent definitely has to block. I know they're going to have to block with Screaming Nemesis. They have to if they want to shut off the life gain. But okay, I'm going to have to get cheeky here because I do need to try to see if I can close out this game. Opponent is thinking. Thinking. Will we survive? Okay. Moment of truth here. That's a lot they have to block in order to make sure they survive. But this does clear the field. Even if they sacrifice things here, it's not a big deal for us because we can still push through with trample damage. But okay, I'll let our opponent do their thing. Meanwhile, I don't know, I guess I'll just drink some water while I wait for my opponent to kind of finish this up. Okay, hold on. Okay, down to 4. 3 cards, but we did get our life gain, which is fine. And we also did do some ramping. Will they take out Kudo, or are they going to go to face? And that's the question here I'm going to see if they try to do. Okay, so they did shut off our life gain, which is fine. Annoying, but that's fine. We're up to 40 anyway, so I think we have more than enough life. Okay, so with that, Plains. Draw a card. Okay, so we're still in a pretty good spot. We're still feeling pretty good about this. We just need to wait again to kind of get around their game plan here. Okay. Wow. I was not expecting a damnation there, but okay. It is what it is. Ouch. But it's not the worst because we can still put all of our counters on the Ozolith, so we're just going to bank them all up, and we're definitely going to then recast what we have. Okay. Temple Garden. But the good news is our opponent is basically, they got nothing. So all we have to do now is just lock them down, and I think we're good to go here. And there we go, everybody. We have a Goldbane Hydra. All right, we are set to go. We're set to go, everybody. You know what? Let's pump this up as strong as we can. Okay, so with that, see, that's... Okay, so we got 1, Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. I think this should be good at 7, or I just think 5. At least enough where a heroic intervention can protect it if we needed to, but I don't think that's necessary anyway. Okay. Pump, pump, pump. Oh, that's right. I keep forgetting I can do that to pump mana. Okay. Well, either way, we still got this. Put all the counters on it. Yes. It's a 15-15 with haste. Either way, it's fine. It's fine. We won. There we go, everybody. Feeling pretty good. All right. Even through the wrath, we got what we needed. We got there. Victory again, everybody. Woo! Kudo. Wow, what a bear. I didn't know bears were actually so strong now. So, yeah. Feeling pretty good about that. All right, let's keep the good times rolling. We've been actually doing a pretty good job this weekend of getting our victories in. Our last stream was pretty amazing. If you guys haven't seen that one, I actually put together, it was the modern, I guess you could say it's Demir Oculus, and we put that into Timeless, and it actually works really, really well in that format. Great in best of 1, kind of okay in best of 3, but best of 1 was better for us. And tonight, Kudo handling business. Oh, I'm so happy with this right now. Woo! Okay, so with that, let's see if we can just keep this going. Yes, good games. Bears still got it. Never would have... If someone told me years ago, like, hey, did you know you would actually be playing a bear deck and actually be winning with it? I probably would have been like, there's no way bears are actually that good. Bears, of course, being the meme card back when it was just grizzly bears, way back in the old days of Magic. But yeah, never thought we would actually get to a point now where you can actually play a bear deck, if you will, and have some success with it. It's actually quite fun. Okay, 0 November, if you're heading to bed now, have a good night. Take care of my fiery friend. Yes, thanks again for wishing me a safe flight. We'll be flying out tomorrow. But again, hopefully again we'll get a chance to see you on stream chatting again in the future. I'll try to come back next week. Have a good night. Take care. We'll see you again soon. All right, with that, moving on. We're going to be playing with Absence Pilgrim here to start our ramp package. And opponents, show me what you got. All right. We have a Prismatic Vista, which is great because this means we can put down Tribute to the World Tree quicker. We also have Patchwork Banner too, which is nice. Opponents, what do you got? Show me what you got. Maybe? No? Anytime now, opponents. Anytime now. Oh, okay. Well, while I'm waiting for them, I guess I'll just hydrate a little bit more over here. I will have to, of course, I do need to make some more interactive elements. Maybe I could try to come up with some ideas while I'm on vacation. But I'll try not to, I tell myself right now, I probably shouldn't work too hard on content. The whole point for me was to overwork myself this past week so I can actually get some stuff out for all of you to enjoy. So this way I can kind of at least take a little bit of a break. Oh, okay. Opponent didn't play anything. Okay. I guess it's fine, I suppose. Okay. Well, maybe they'll come back in the next turn here. But I feel a little dirty by trying to jump ahead here. All right, so we named bears. So once Kudo comes down, we should be good to go here. Cookie, send him to the Shadow Realm for roping you. Well, we'll see right now. If our opponent is there, that's fine. But it kind of feels awkward because now we kind of are pulled ahead. But I don't think they're there. Or they might have an internet connection. I don't know. I've seen it happen all the time. There's internet issues. We have had internet issues when we tried to stream before. I've seen it all. Sometimes opponents are AFK because other things happen. It's fine. I mean, I don't want to get a free win, but I mean, a win's a win, so I guess I'll take it. All right. Opponents. Hello? Hello? Opponents. Hello? Wakey, wakey. Eggs and bakey. Okay, yeah. Our opponent is not there, so I guess I'll just get a free win in just a little bit. But until then, I guess I'll just keep trying to make this quick. I suppose. All right, well. Oh, well. Oh, actually, yes. Years and years ago, before I kind of wrecked my voice, I actually used to do, way back when I was a kid, I used to do marching band and I used to do show choir. So I guess a little part of me, despite the fact that sometimes I am a little introverted, when I'm in my element, I am actually a bit of a performer, if you will. So I do like, I guess, sometimes performing on my terms, if you will. Maybe that's why I do enjoy streaming and doing content. I actually do like the process. It's quite fun. Okay. Well, while our opponent is here or not or whatever, I mean, I hope they're okay. But seriously, while we're waiting this out, because I guess I'll just get a free win, Cookie, if you haven't already done so, have you seen any of the new cards that have been released over the past couple days on Ether Drift? I know we haven't chatted for a bit, but is there anything that excites you? Anything that you're interested in? Did you look at the commander decks, or is there something else that maybe you're hoping to see? I'll put up a poll also for everybody else that's watching on the replay that we'll kind of start putting to a vote what you guys want to see when we come back from vacation and when you want to check out for Ether Drift. I definitely already am kind of trying to brew a aggro artifact vehicles deck with one really awesome card that I saw, but I have to look again at the whole list. I know there's definitely some other things in there. I know we'll get some zombies again. We'll definitely get some support with cycling. Some cycling cards are back, and there's actually one really stupidly powerful dinosaur. I can't believe it. There's a dinosaur that's, I think, it's 5 mana with an 8/8 with trample. I mean, come on, Wizards. As if green needed any more big stompy dinosaurs. Just saying. I'll make that into a video at some point. But otherwise, yeah. Everyone else out there, whether again you're watching live or on the replay, let me know what you guys want to start seeing us build. And also, I'll probably ask, what format should we start building for? Do you guys want to see me continue on with Standard? Standard's been actually quite a lot of fun recently. But if there's something else maybe you want to see, if you want to see me do more Brawl decks, more Explorer decks, maybe, I don't know, for the handful of you out there that maybe you do enjoy Historic or Timeless, let me know. I'm open, as always, to anything out there. So I'm definitely going to be down for whatever you want to try out. But I'm really hoping that we'll have some fun vehicle shenanigans once we come back. You like dinosaurs. So have you seen that dinosaur that's absolutely ridiculously strong? I forgot the name of it already. I put it up already in it's in the Discord. So it's there if you want to check that out. Metallic Mimic, we will name Bear. And our opponent is playing wait, how do I pronounce this? Jati Moag Ancient? I butchered that. I totally butchered that. But anyways, yes. You love him? No surprise from you, Cookie. But I mean, that's cool. I actually do like dinosaurs. It's just, I don't know, it just feels a little power creepy. A little too much so. But I mean, hey, it's going to happen in the game. So it is what it is. Not to say I won't not play the card. If I can get a copy of it, I'll play it. But it just seems so absurdly strong. I do want to make a video on that, though, and talking about some of the power creep that we've been dealing with over the past couple years in Magic. Eventually, I'll get that video done. Someday. Growth Spiral. Hey, it's okay. I can sometimes be a dirty player myself, too. But you've seen it, too. I mean, I play sometimes cards that normally I hate, but I'm not going to lie. I'm a little bit of a stinky player myself at times, so it's okay. It's all in good fun. You know how it goes. Okay, so, all right, Brushland. We will play Kudo. Does this resolve, or does our opponent actually have some counter spells? Oh, they don't. Okay. Nice. It resolves. So that means we do get a card. Opponents. Okay. We will play Rampant Growth. Get a basic and put it out there. We will get, I guess we'll get a Plains. Okay, opponents, what do you got? Nothing? Okay, so we'll just swing. We're swinging to see. Nothing? Okay, so far so good. Come on. Come on, opponents. Show me what you got. Give me something. I'm ready for you. Anything, opponents? Parallel lives. Ooh. Ooh. That's a threat level. That is definitely a threat level. So, Demolition Field. We will play... Can we put this down now, I guess? Hold on. Let's play Enduring Innocence. Okay, it does resolve. So we get to draw a card. Ooh, okay. Beseiju actually is pretty nice here. We'll get Kodama out first, though. Okay. Alright. Looking good so far. Rapid hybridization. Oh, come on, opponents. That's annoying, but that's fine. We get to draw 2 cards off of that at least. Swing here. Okay, down to 16. So, Esper Sentinel is ready. The Great Henge is also ready. And we have Flowering on the White Tree as well. So, we definitely have a lot of power ready to go. We just need to see, is our opponent going to try to go off here? I think next turn I might have to blow up that Parallel Lives just to slow down our opponent. Okay. Wait, hold on. Okay, let's see. What do we keep out here, though? Back to our hand. Okay, so this is fine. Annoying, but it's not the worst. So here's how we do this. Kudo coming back down. We get to draw a card. We got a Plains. The Seiju takes out that Parallel Lives, so they no shenanigans from them. Sorry, opponents. Denied. Gideon Peters. Welcome, my fiery friend. Hopefully, again, you're having a wonderful evening wherever you're at. Hello. By the way, is this standard Brawl or just Brawl? This is actually like actual Brawl, i.e., I guess, Arena Commander. Wizards really should change the name of this stuff. I don't mind the name Brawl, but I honestly think they should just call this Arena Commander, in my opinion. I think that probably would fix a lot of the confusion among players out there. Any case, let's play Esper Sentinel. Opponents, do you have an answer? Nope, nothing yet. Okay, that's fine. Flowering of the Right Tree. Ping ourselves for 1. Do you have an answer now? Okay, nothing. So, that's good. Swing with Enduring Innocence. Get a little bit of life back. Okay, they're down to 12. We're up to 28 now. But yes. So we're just playing some Arena Commander / Brawl / EDH, whatever you want to call it. It's a 100-card singleton. Okay. Do you pay, opponents? Do you pay the 3? Oh, they actually are going to pay the 3? I mean, that actually helps us. Oh, they don't. Okay. So we did get a card. I'll take it. G-O? I don't know how to say this card, everybody. Wait, so... GOT? Moag Ancients? I don't know. I'm sorry if I butchered that. You get the idea, everybody. You get what I'm trying to say. Any case. Alright. Great Henge coming down. Okay, so that sticks, and I think this should close it out for us. So, gain some life here. We will play Metallic Mimic. We will name Bear, of course. We don't even need Tribute to the World Tree anymore. We definitely have this wand here. Ossification. We'll put it on our Plains. Anything about it? Nope. Sorry, GOT's got to go bye-bye. All right. Nice. Okay, so with that, Enduring Innocence swings. Do you block with your token, though? The Forest Dryad. You do. Okay, that's fine. Cookie, Arena should have a 4-player commander game. I actually did a video about this a while ago. There actually is... The only hint we have is that there is an alchemy card. Yeah, of all things, an alchemy card. But there is an alchemy card that does reference the player to your right, which player to your right in text on a card does not make sense in Arena if you're playing 1v1. So I think there are some plants for possibly 4-player commander to Arena. It's just a matter of time. They have to do it. It would be foolish of them not to put some form of 4-player commander, Brawl, whatever you want to call it, on Arena. It has to be coming at some point, and I am all for that. That's going to be a lot more fun for me also. And hopefully, again, if they do make that work, I would love to play with all of you in a 4-player game. That'll be hilariously exciting. Then we can definitely go all out. Okay. In any case, while I wish for my pie in the sky stuff here, let me see what we can do here. Okay, so... Tribute to the World Tree comes back. We will play Rishkar. Get some pump. And, okay, we will put it on Esper Sentinel and Kudo. Draw some cards. Draw some cards. Okay, and then Branching Evolution. Doesn't do anything now, but that's fine. Okay, so no attacks, though. Actually, we'll put down Elishnorn, too. Just get sweet, sweet value. Look at that. Card draw, card draw, card draw. And there we go, everybody. That's just too much for our opponent to handle. Victory. All right. Nice. Man. Woo. So much value out of this. And as always, as a reminder, everybody, if you do like the deck, if you like what we're playing today, I will definitely, of course, leave a link at the end of the stream. I'll add it to the details of the video itself. So when the replay goes up, you'll definitely get a chance to at least try it out yourself. It is a little expensive, but if you can invest in this, oh man, this deck is so much fun right now. I'm having a lot of fun with this deck. So awesome. Okay. Yes, but I don't have any cards on my account. Well, I mean, I'm pretty sure it's going to be a ways away, Cookie, so don't feel like you're out of luck. Don't worry. There's still plenty of time for you to slowly but surely build up your collection. It's just going to take time. For what it's worth, it took me forever to get a lot of stuff. And that was actually before I even started playing, like, for content reasons, just for fun. Man, that was such a slog. And it kind of makes you feel a little sad, too. The economy for this game really should be reevaluated again. I know WotC has not really done that, but they really should be investing a lot more into Arena to make it a lot more accessible and a lot more enjoyable for everybody out there. Because, again, when you've got Pokemon with 2 TCGs, one is the competitive one is the casual one, TCG Pocket, Yu-Gi-Oh! Has Master Duel. I mean, Lorcana still doesn't have one for Disney yet. I'm actually really surprised they haven't made their own digital client yet, but it's going to happen in the future. If they want to keep investing into Lorcana, they're going to have to do their own digital for that at some point. It's going to happen. Mark my words. But my point I'm trying to make, though, is Wizards really should be investing more money into this. I guess I should say Hasbro? I don't know. Either one of them definitely should be putting more into making this work. That's my TED Talk, by the way. Okay. So, Gideon, where you hail from? I know I haven't seen you too often on chats, but again, appreciate you being here. So, if you're still there, hopefully, how's your evening going so far? Always like to make new fiery friends wherever I go. Okay, so while we take the time for our friends to then make some answers here, put down our forest, and let's see, nothing yet. So we got our bear down, but what we need to do is we need to start taxing our opponent here. So we're going to have Smothering Tide coming down. It's another Emoti deck, by the way. We dealt with one of these earlier tonight, so all right. We're just going to have to find a way if we can maybe beat this one too. Oh, pretty good. That's good. Happy to hear that. Okay, opponent's going to start getting a bunch of annoying value out of this, but that's fine. We will find a way around this, everybody. Don't worry. We will find a way around this. First off, a Gonjo. Let's put down Smothering Tithe. Nothing yet. Do you pay the 2, opponents? Do you pay the 2, or do I get a free treasure? Either way, getting a ramp on. Thank you. I'll take that treasure. Tatyova. Okay. Well, our opponent is going to start trying to draw a lot of cards here. But that gives us more treasures, though. So this is actually a nice equalizer against us right now. I know some people out there in regular Commander do not like the idea of Smothering Tithe, but hey, 1v1 right now, yes, we definitely get that. Oh, JK, I see you also from YouTube there. Welcome, my fiery friend. Hopefully, again, you're having a wonderful evening wherever you're at. Okay, opponent's getting cheeky here. No blocks, but we have a Razorgrass ambush here, so... All right, so let's get rid of Emoti. Sorry, opponent, you cannot get that much value. I'm sorry. You get denied. Okay, down to 23. But thankfully now with this going on, we should be able to then just keep pace with our opponent here. We just need to start doing things. Beast Whisper. Alright, and no attacks yet. Okay, so if we can just survive a little bit longer here, Kabira can then take out Tatyova. And maybe Kodama, we can start getting some counters with Requisition Raid. As long as our opponent can keep drawing cards, that will give us basically free treasures and free ramp. Hopefully we can get there, though. But yeah, JK, since you're here right now, where do you hail from, my fiery friend? I don't think we've had you on chat before, so glad to see you. Good to make, again, some nice fiery friends tonight. We're actually having quite a few newbies out there tonight, so I like seeing new faces in the audience. Okay. Opponent, do you pay the 2? Nope. Thank you. Treasure, treasure, treasure. Although our opponent is definitely not going to be afraid of us because they're going to keep casting their card no matter what. But that's okay. We'll find ways to get around this. So, I think at this point, Modi's got to go bye-bye again. And they've had enough. They're like, nope, we do not want to deal with Infernoman and his bears. So, another victory tonight, everybody. Woo! Man, Kudo really does equalize the battlefield because once you make everything 2/2s, it is a lot easier to take out creatures. Oh, man. Oh, man. Oh, I love this. I love this deck. I'm usually not a Selesnya player, but it's been a lot of fun tonight. I've been having a great time. Okay. So, yeah. I'm definitely riding high on this deck. We've been having a really good weekend currently with Magic. JK from New Jersey. You popped up in my YouTube feed, so you're aware. Oh, nice. Once again, Twitch is definitely not the platform for discovery. I'm pretty sure a lot of people who probably are aware of streaming services know that Twitch is not going to be the one that's going to get you viewers. Every time, it's always YouTube. YouTube is definitely going to be the place where you will definitely get everything going on. So, appreciate you being here. And again, props to YouTube for actually having me pop up on other people's feeds. So, that feels pretty good for me now. Makes me feel like, hey, I'm actually getting out there somewhere to voices. My voice is being heard somewhere out there in the world. Okay, so, can't really cast anything with this, so we're going to mulligan. Okay. Wow, this is definitely the ramp hand. But we'll still keep it, though. At least that just means for sure we'll definitely hit everything we need. So with that, let's play the Temple Garden. Can't really play anything yet, but that's fine. Wow, we got all the lands here. Our opponent is playing Talion. Okay, so are they playing a Fairies deck? All right. Game on, opponents.
It's time to do.
All right, so with that, let's play Swiftfoot Boots. So at least this way, if we have Kudo, we can protect it once it comes out on the field. The deck is definitely fun, Cookie. That's true. I found you popping on my YouTube feed. So yeah, yay for YouTube. Props to them. Okay, so let's see. Does our opponent have counter spells? Because that's always the trickiest part when it comes to playing Dimir. Removal and counter spells. Okay. I think for now, our best option is just to keep ramping. Just that way we have enough to get around stuff. Unless our opponent wants to start now. Alright. Boo. Boo, opponents. Okay. Liliana. Oh. Ugh. Liliana already? Ugh. That's not good at all. Oh boy. Okay. We're going to try to see if we can get around this. Okay. Kudo on there. We will play a Plains. No attacks yet. But the only tricky part is Liliana here. She's going to start blowing up our stuff because she could force us to sacrifice Kudo, which puts us in a really, really bad spot. It looks like she's going to start building up zombies. Okay. So maybe it's not a fairy deck. Maybe it's just a control deck. I don't know. All right, they play it on 2. Okay, opponent, nothing yet. Okay. So with that, let us play a forest. We'll play Kodama of the West Tree. Okay, and then... not much else, really. JK. Yeah, YouTube has made their algorithm much friendlier recently, so luckily it's not all just the 500,000 sub people in the feed. I subbed here since you seem cool and I don't use Twitch. Oh, well, thank you for that. I appreciate your support. Appreciate you being here. Hopefully, again, I can perform at least decently for all y'all out there. But meanwhile, our opponent here is playing... Oh, they're playing alchemy cards, too. Ugh. Oracle the Alpha literally makes the power 9. Absolutely ridiculous on this. Look at... For those of you that don't know, this alchemy card literally gives them the most powerful cards added to their deck. And it also filters their deck a little bit more, so totally fair, Arena. Totally fair. Any case, enough of me complaining. All right, let's get back to the game, everybody. Let's get back. Okay, Forest. Okay. Is there anything I can really do here? They're already going to ultimate, which is very, very bad for us. Shalai. I mean, even her ability doesn't really help us here. Oh. Okay. Well, this is probably going to be our first loss for a while here. Okay. Tapped. Yep. I mean, hey, it was going to happen at some point. We've been on a win streak for quite a while now, but at some point I knew we were going to probably fizzle at some point. Oh, look at that. See? It's just for a recall. 3 cards, 1 land. Oh. Oh, come on. Really? Disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. All right, they ultimated, so yep. We're probably not going to live to see the rest of this one here. Ugh. Guess it, hold on. That's all we can keep. Yep. Well, this stinks. All right, opponents. Yeah, our opponent is playing a no fun allowed control deck. Definitely they are. Wow. Absolutely disgusting. Gideon, honestly, I was just looking for people streaming MTG and you popped up. Oh, yay. Well, happy to have you here. Again, I'm glad to see some new fiery friends out there. Maybe all of you can then join me on the streams when I can. But right now, we're getting completely blown away here. Like, seriously, this is probably the worst match I've had tonight, which is honestly not that bad, actually. Normally, I kind of end up looking really terrible on stream, but we've been actually having a pretty good run. Except tonight, I mean, hey, you win some, you lose some. It's okay. I'm not going to be mad about this one. If our opponent is going to just destroy us here, it is what it is. I'll probably give it one more turn because, honestly, there's no hope for us to win here. Even with the ramp that we're trying to recover with, our opponent is definitely too far ahead. They literally have... Really? The 1 ring 2? Come on, opponent. That was totally not necessary. You have completely gone above and beyond us right now. Seriously. There's not really anything I can do at this point. Even if I block, I'm just going to give away any hope that I have. Okay. All right. Well, either case, let's just take our beats. All right. Search for Skanta. We got a reprieve, but that doesn't really do anything, so I'll scoop. Oh, well. It's fine. Hey, we'll take our loss. I think it was only our 2nd loss tonight, so it is what it is. Well, yeah, we got wasted there horribly. But it happens. It happens. No big deal, everybody. We just get back up again, we reshuffle, and play again. Cookie. Hey, Infernoman, it's late around here. I just wanted to say have a safe flight tomorrow and have tons of fun on your vacation. It's been a very fun stream and we'll all miss you. But I gotta go. Have a good night. Burn bright. Okay. Well, have a good night, Cookie. Thanks again for the well wishes. I appreciate that. Take care. We'll see you again with everybody else, hopefully next weekend once I come back from vacation. So have a good night. Take care. Any case. All right. So while another one of our fire friends heads off to Dreamland for tonight, we're going to hang in there just for a little bit longer, everybody. Normally, I try to stream as long as I can, but also, well, actually, I have also the misses that I have to attend to. So Mrs. Inferno is actually at work right now, and she'll be coming home soon. So I'm going to have to, of course, welcome her. But in order to do that, I will have to actually get dinner ready. So in order for me to do that, we'll just do maybe 1 or 2 more games, because based on the clock that I'm looking at right now, I also kind of have to make time for her, of course. So just as an FYI, in case if anybody's wondering, like, how long we're going to have. So hopefully that helps everybody kind of get an idea of, like, where we're at stream-wise. All right. So let's see what our opponent's playing. Aurelia here. Oh, I haven't seen people play Markov Is it Markov or Karlov? I can't remember anymore. Anyway, it's the Clue mystery Pokemon dungeon, whatever you want to call this set. It has the surveillance. That's all we know. Anyways, forest down, and we go. But I haven't seen anybody play this card, so I don't know how well it's going to do, but we'll see. Hushwood Verge, and we'll play Metallic Mimic. We'll call out Bear. Would I get a copyright strike if I started singing Bare Necessities from that Disney movie, The Jungle Book? I don't know. Not that I would want to risk it with Disney because they're a little copyright happy there. But anyways, let's see. Forest. We'll play Tribute to the World Tree. Our opponent is going to start trying to go off with tokens here with Adeleine, so I see what their game plan is. Once they got Aurelia down, they have enough creatures. That's where it's going to get a little dicey for us. But we're going to try to see if we can get around this. But the good news is Kudo will be the equalizer against Adeleine. Oh, come on, opponents. All right, well, there goes Metallic Mimic. That's a shame. That's okay, though. No big deal. We'll keep going. We have Sun Petal Grove. Kudo coming down. It does get some counters, so that's not too bad. We have Botanical Brawler. Get some counters, too. Draw a card. Okay. So far, so good. We managed to also weaken their Adeleine, so that's not bad. Okay, opponent, come on. Show me what you got. Wow. All right. Well, I guess the win streak is over now. Now we're going to have to actually work hard for our wins, but okay. In the meantime, let us... I guess I'll just block a token. We have time. We're down to 14, but we're fine. Okay, Abzan Falconer. That's not bad either. Kudo again, coming back down. Get some counters. Witch Enchanter has to come down as a land. No swings yet. We have to keep them in check as much as possible. Okay, Wojak Investigator. Do you swing opponents? Nope, no swings finally. Okay, so we should be able to then control the board here. We will play Kutzil. Get some counters on it. And some counters. We will play Cultivate. Okay, got to get our ramp on. We got to catch up here and start overwhelming our opponent as fast as possible. Okay, land. No swings yet, but we have Abzan Falconer, so this should make a bunch of flying bears for us as soon as we can get that out. We also have an Archdruid's Charm too, so that's actually might be our key piece here. We have now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so I think the plan that I'm coming up with right now is... Oh, opponent, I wanted to do my plan. I mean, yay, we got the win, so, I mean, victory there. But I wanted to do my cool plan there. So I wanted to get out of our deck, I wanted to get out Elish Norn and kind of lock him out, but oh well. That's fine. I didn't think our opponent was going to quit that one. Oh well, that's fine. Okay, so here's how I'm looking right now, everybody. So right now, I think we might have the next one be the final match for tonight. After we are done, I will give an overview of how I feel about the deck, the good, the bad, my recommendations, maybe some adjustments that we might want to look at. There are some cards that I did miss overall from when I was building this that actually would be amazing for the deck, but I didn't get a chance to actually drop them in here. And of course, I don't know if anybody's interested. I might see if we can make this budget, but I don't know if it'll be good. But yeah, let me know, everybody. If you want to see like a budget version of this, I might put out there maybe a link for that, because obviously we're not going to have time today to kind of make a whole budget deck list, but something if you're interested in that. Any case, let's see what we got. Show me what you got, opponents. It looks like they're going to be playing Goshentai, so it's going to be a Shrine Shenanigans, but we'll see if we can get around that. We'll play Windswept Heath. Okay, so Kudo. We have Enduring Vitality for ramping and just making all of our mana dorks a thing. Ooh, Sithis. All right. We're definitely going to be drawing a ton of cards now. We'll see if we can try to outrace them, or at least outpace them, if nothing else. Lush Portico? Or Porcito? I don't know. Either way, we'll keep our Land of War Elves. We need to get our ramp going. It's ASAP. So with that, Land of War Elves. We will play Forest and pass. So, opponent, what do you got? Any shrines? Any... Okay, Growth Spiral. Okay, so they're ramping too. Gideon. Well, after this round, have a good afternoon. Hopefully I'll see you some more streams. Burn bright. Thanks again. Appreciate that. We will always be sure to burn bright. Okay. Bloodstained Mire. Okay. Opponent. Kaya's Ghost Form. Okay. So they definitely want to protect Sithis now, which I don't blame them. They swing. Got out 23. Okay, we got our Brushland. So let's see how we'll do this here. I think we will play Metallic Mimic. We will choose Bear. Play Kudo. Gets him a counter. And now converts everything into bears. Okay, opponent. What do you got? Show me what you got. Anything? Calyx. Okay. Well, Calyx is also a threat. But we're going to see if we can keep him in check just a little bit. Okay, they swing. No blocks. Down to 20. They will make a copy of some stuff. Yep. Which is going to get a little shaky for us. Okay. Opponent. Okay. Yep, they make copies. So now they are awkwardly protected. So this is going to be a bit of a trouble for us, but we're going to try to get around it. So here's how we do this. A Eula. Yes, Queen. I know, that was cringe. I'll try not to do that again. Anyways, let's see. We will have Enduring Vitality. So now we get all these mana dorks. And wait, do we want to fight? Oh, yes. So let's see. We target a bear. And Sithis is going to go down. Sithis is... she has to get turned off ASAP. Granted, that does trigger off their ability there, but that's fine. No big deal. Still early. We can still get around this. We have the king and queen out, so hopefully our two bears here will be enough against our opponent. Maybe. Opponent, taking time to think about this. All right. We'll do some Sylvan Scrying. We need to get a specific land. What land do we want, though? Not too many utility lands we're actually rocking here, but Arid Archway, I guess, will probably be our best option. So at least this way we can just keep ramping and just start going off. Go Shintai. All right. Well, it's coming. They now start bringing in... All right, the shrines are coming. So now we're at a bit of a threat level right now that we're going to have to deal with. But that's okay. We'll find a way around it. Ideally, if we can get to our Elish Norn, big Elish Norn, we should be able to lock him out. But we'll see if we can get there. They swing. No blocks. Okay. They make a copy of something. Oh. So I think I probably should be getting rid of Calyx. That's probably maybe the better option for us, because otherwise they're going to keep protecting everything. All right. Anyway, okay. Tap here. Bounce away. We will play Enduring Innocence. We will fight Calyx. Calyx is down. He does come back awkwardly, but that's fine. Not a big deal, though. Rishkar. So for his ability, we will submit here, fight here, but we also put counters on him and Kudo. All right, Calyx is down. Whew. Okay, we're getting there. We're making progress. No attacks yet. And we'll pass. Okay, Well, this is definitely going to be a very interesting one because it could still go either way with us. But can we get there? Sterling Grove. All right. So that does prevent us from targeting them, so that's very annoying. But we can still find a way around it. I still believe. I still believe. Okay. So, all right, opponent, cultivate. Not what we need right now, unfortunately. But we'll try to see. How do we get around this? Is there a way around this? Okay, I think we'll play cultivate. All right, and then get 2 more lands. Okay, forest in. Trying to figure out, is there anything we can really do right now? Not really. I mean, we could swing, but that doesn't really help us all that much. No attacks. Yeah, we're kind of at an awkward standpoint right now. I mean, we have pieces in play where we can start going off, but our opponent also has that Hoden of Infinite Rage, and that's going to be... it's going to be such a pain to get through. But it's okay. We'll see if we can try to get around it. Okay. Come on, opponents. I'm still here. I'm still here. Come on. Duel me.
Time to duel.
Ooh. Ugh. Okay. Well, we just lost the king and queen, which is unfortunate. But we're still going to try to find our way around this. We will have to keep fighting it out here. Okay, Kudo coming back into play. But because awkwardly of the pump we're getting, it doesn't really help us actually get what we need. But that's okay. Not a big deal, everybody. Not a big deal. Forest. Okay, so if we can just find... Well, actually, I realize now we're kind of actually in a really bad spot now because he's going to keep blowing up everything with that Hoden of Infinite Rage. And that has Shroud, so I have no idea how we're going to get around this. This might be it for us, everybody. Our opponent, if they can get a couple more... Okay. They bounce that back. Okay, discard a card. I guess we'll discard the Agonjo. I mean, we could still bring it back with Ball Get Recovery anyway. We just need to stabilize and get that Sterling Grove off the field. Oh boy. All right. Oh, they turned off Kudo. Okay. So, is there a way out of this? Opponent is going off here. Sithis keeps drawing, and they keep gaining life, so I don't know. Not doing too hot here, everybody. They're going off. They're definitely going off. Do they swing? Maybe. Yep, they do. Okay, so I don't feel good about blocking here, but I feel like I don't have a choice. We'll block 1 token. Down to 7. Okay, come on, deck. Either I need a Wrath right now to reset the board, or I need something just to get around this. Okay. Oh, wait, never mind. Never mind, I miscounted. That actually ended way faster than I thought, so... Ugh. Oh, well. Okay, so, any case, forgive me for not knowing my math, because math is hard. Any case, we're just going to end it there. Okay, so... Despite my miscalculation there, it is what it is. In any case, that was basically it, everybody, for Bare Necessities. So you tell me in the comments below, what do you think? Would you play this deck in any way, shape, or form? Honestly, I really do like what the deck is trying to do. I actually was really satisfied with how it turned out. It actually was a lot of fun to do. It was hilarious. We were able to turn off our opponent's stuff and make them all 2/2s, which made it a lot easier for us to take them out. There are some clunky synergies, I will admit, because of how our deck runs, but we tend to have a lot of overlapping stuff because we want to make sure we can overwhelm our opponent. Yes, there are going to be some moments where you ideally want to keep things as 2/2s, so that way cards like Enduring Innocence actually can trigger off. But we can't always just rely on 1 or 2 cards in a 100-card deck, so that's why we have some overlap and some synergies that don't quite fit ideally with what we're trying to do. Having said that, I still would recommend this deck. It's actually a lot of fun. You definitely can go in different directions with this. For example, if you want to go with maybe Landfall to make a bunch of tokens, so this way then Kudo can pump up those 1/1 tokens, that's actually a pretty solid game plan too. If you want to do a bit more taxing things like doing Teferi's Protection, Smothering Tithe, and that kind of stuff, you can also go in that direction too. You can just go pure creatures. Like we did mostly a creature deck, but we did a lot of creatures that provide a lot of good value. So honestly, that's what I think works well with the deck. JK, deck seems pretty fun. The Elish Norton trick is nasty too. Oh yes, and I was going to get to that too. If you can somehow get Kudo and also Elish Norton here, big Elish Norton, that is basically game over for your opponent. They really won't have many options against this plan because there's not many things you can do until you blow up both cards to get them off the field. So definitely I was very satisfied with how that was. I felt so dirty, but I actually really liked how that worked out for us. Everything, of course, is a major threat on this kind of a kind of deck because most opponents, as you kind of saw, they didn't really answer Kudo immediately. They kind of just let Kudo kind of just hang out, which gave us a lot of time to kind of build up extra value with it. So definitely a commander that if I actually could put this together in paper, I totally would. But it is a little expensive because we have a lot of high-powered cards in here. So if you're capable of pulling this off, at least in Arena, don't worry. Again, I will mention this one more time. I will put out a link for this. So if you want to build it yourself, maybe you want to take what we have today and maybe tweak it to your personal liking, definitely do so. I would highly recommend this deck if you're a fan of Selesnya, if you're a fan of Bear mechanic and the synergies. It's actually really fun to do. Now, for those of you that, if you're interested, I guess I would have to leave, if you're interested, I guess, in having a budget version of this, I honestly don't know if I can make it budget, but if you're interested, maybe I can put together a list. Leave a comment in the details of this, whether it's during the replay or right now on stream, if you do want to see a budget version of this, or at least something within a reasonable budget, because this is a pretty expensive deck in paper, but it is actually a lot of fun if you can afford it. Now, with that all said and done, that's pretty going to be wrapping up now the rest of the stream. But for those of you that are still here, for those of you who have made it this far into the video, thanks again as always, everyone. You are, as always, my true fiery friends. Those of you who hung out this late into the video, so you're going to get a little bit of a sneak peek as to what's to come afterwards. As I mentioned, for those of you, whether you've joined us tonight or if you've been seeing with us for the past couple weeks, I'll mention it one more time. After tonight, I'm going to finish packing up. I'm going to be going on vacation I'm going to be going on vacation with Mrs. Inferno for the week. So for the rest of the week, I really won't be here all that much. We're going to try to relax. I really do need to relax more often because sometimes I overwork myself with the content that I do. But otherwise, if you do want to see some support, again, give a like on any of the videos. Check out any of the stuff that's coming out. I have some stuff that's pre-recorded, so that's going to go out later this week. We'll have an ultra budget deck that is basically Caves here. So this is going to be continuing our Basically series. For those that are unaware, this is the series I've put together that don't use any rares or mythics in any of the decks. So this is going to be a fun, janky little build that's going to go out middle of the week. I'll have a fun little video that's going to go out on Tuesday morning. Another video I'm also going to work on really quick, another small short that I will see if I can squeeze it in, put it out on Thursday. No videos on Monday or Friday, but then we'll see. Once I come back from vacation at the end of the week, I'll see if I can try to squeeze in another stream, assuming I'm not completely wiped out from the vacation itself. After that, in the future, we're also going to take on the challenge of putting together a burn deck that also will not use any rares or mythics for Timeless. So this is going to be the cheapest deck you can put together in the most powerful format on Arena. Can it be done? You will have to find out next week. But otherwise, that's pretty much all it for you, everybody. I'm still working on some other projects here. I also have a couple other videos that I would like to do that kind of do more philosophy style of Magic. So kind of the stuff about, things such as, what makes a card so broken or the power level of certain cards. Seeing a little bit of that kind of side of it. Because I would love to do more philosophy and more theoretical stuff with Magic content going down the line. But that's going to be, again, in the future. Otherwise, I'm wiped out right now, everybody, because I gotta, despite all the stuff I've been doing all day, been able to squeeze in the stream. So thanks again one more time for hanging out with me, everybody. So shout outs to every one of you, even if you're not here anymore. So Cookie, appreciate you being here. 0 November, I know you peaced out earlier tonight, so thanks again for being here. JK, brand new friend, Gideon, also brand new. Thanks again for joining us tonight, guys. I really appreciate that. Those of you that I do see on Instagram, I know you didn't really interact, but I still appreciate you hanging out with me just the same. So Ariana786, Magic Nostalgia, thanks again for joining us from there. For those of you that are on the other platforms that I stream on, so X, Kick, and everything else, whether you're watching me there or not, thanks again. Always there's going to be the replays available on YouTube fully, so you can check those out whenever you'd like and see our nice bag catalog there. And then one more time, if you want to be a true fiery friend and you want to see some bonus content, I have stuff available up on my Patreon. $3 a month is the cheapest to just get you access to all of my videos, plus all the bonus stuff that doesn't get made into videos. Just experimental decks that I kind of played around with, stuff that you can see work in progress, bonus stuff. And maybe in the future, I'll put some more behind the scenes stuff in my future paper decks. But otherwise, thanks again one more time, everybody. That's pretty much it for you. I'm wiped out, but I need to finish doing my stuff and get dinner ready. But otherwise, have a wonderful evening, everybody, wherever you are at. And again, we will see you again, hopefully at the end of the week. But as always, as I like to say, just remember, no matter what you do play in the game of life, always be sure to burn bright. We'll see you next week, everybody. Later.